Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eris. If you are new here, in this video I am going to answer a couple questions, talk about some things. Where have I been, what have I been doing? And we did this look. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and like. I just wanted to do a video to kind of reintroduce myself to those of you who do not know who I am. I did ask a while back on Instagram for some questions or things you want to know about me. I also have a list of some others that we'll go over in this video, but this is going to be a really relaxed get ready with me. I think I may jump on the soft glam train and do a soft glam look. First question a lot of you probably have right now is, where have I been? I have not been on YouTube in quite a while, and we're gonna answer that. First, I'm gonna spray my face with this Caudalie. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm gonna use this to mist my face. It's just kind of like a soft hydration, and I just opened my mouth. Next, I'm gonna use this Eris. But so, what I've really been up to, you guys, and I'm just gonna be honest, is growing and learning when it comes to makeup for myself. Just taking time for me to really figure out where I'm going, what it is I want to do, trying some different things. Been taking the makeup courses from other artists, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to get on YouTube because I enjoy the camera. I love talking. This isn't something foreign to me. I went to school for media management, so that's my degree. I've taken reporting courses, written and camera, so like news reporting courses. I've gone out and done news reports in that class. I had a TV show in college, so it's nothing new to me to be in front of the camera. I actually enjoy it and love it. Next, I'm going in my foundation, you guys, and I'm going to mix these two. This is MAC NC47 and Maybelline Coconut, the matte poreless, because I am oily. Actually, before I do that, sorry, getting ahead of myself, I'm going to use this Blot Out Offense from Nurturing Force. I don't know if, there it is, Nurturing Force Blot Out Offensive, and it's a cream. I've been using this in place of Milk of Magnesia. If there's any type of truth to what's been said about it not being good for your skin, then I don't want to use it. So I'm going to use this and put it in places where I get oily. The reason I'm back is because I actually missed it. I honestly miss it. I miss doing it. I can be honest and tell you that I at times felt like I didn't have enough time to put as much effort into it as it deserves, because I know I want it to be a really great channel. I want people to view my channel to be educated, entertained, and inspired. That's ultimately what I want you to get from watching my channel. And if I felt I couldn't give you that content, then I just rather not post. I appreciate the time that I was away because I did once again learn a lot, not only about YouTube channels, but about me and my artistry and the type of artist that I want to be, some of the other goals that I have when it comes to the beauty industry and what I want to do. So I don't know if you keep up with me on Instagram, but on Instagram I actually post a lot of my client work there, a lot of the other things that I've been into, which has been wigs. I am a wig maker. I make them on a sewing machine, so I taught myself that. Next, I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is Tan Deep Honey. So obviously, as you can see, my hair is now locked. I started in July of 2019. So it's been like, what, 7 months at this point since I've started the journey. And I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. It takes time and patience when doing locks because it's a process. It goes through phases. If you guys want to see videos or me keep you updated on it, then just let me know in the comments. That is something I can definitely do. So now that I'm all blended out, let's do some powder. Oh, and you guys, while I've been gone, I've actually been trying a lot of new products. I'll definitely be sharing them with you all. Now, word. They are not all drugstore, okay? I'm elevating, okay? So some of my products are not drugstore. They are what I would consider more high end, not the highest of the high, but you know, coming out the drugstore. I'm going, you know, Sephora now, maybe not also so much. Now I'm just kind of blending in that highlight. And I'm just using, I'm not using the entire brush, I'm using this bottom portion here of the brush as I'm kind of blending and marrying the two colors. So I guess now I can go into some of the questions that you all had. And I wanted some personal questions. They didn't have to be like too personal, but not necessarily just questions about makeup. Of course, you know, you get the same questions like, how did you get your start with makeup? I guess I'll answer that one first. I got my start with makeup back in probably 2012. The reason I got started in makeup is because after having my son, my skin just like completely exploded. I mean, like, I was breaking out. Even after I had him, I had, you know, really bad acne, and this was like not the little small, I mean, I had some of those too, but this was like cystic, yeah, I think that's saying it right, but acne. So those really large hard bumps under the skin. And so I was trying all sorts of products, like making up my own remedies to stuff, looking up, you know, how to, you know, care for your skin, doing all sorts of masks and detox. And I even went to an esthetician to try, but like nothing was really helping my skin. So in all of that, I ended up going to a dermatologist. But before that, I decided that, you know, I was left with these dark marks on my face. I decided that I wanted to cover that up, because, you know, who wants to walk around not feeling confident about their skin? And so at that time, I did make the decision to get into makeup to cover up. So I got on YouTube, of course, looking up different ways to do your makeup. I wanted to do something very simple, something with just, you know, foundation really is where I wanted to start. How to, you know, apply foundation, how to find your correct shade, all of that. What's the best, you know, foundation for oily skin. And so that's kind of where it all started. I was going out wearing my makeup, people would see it, they would say, oh, you know, I like that, it looks good, you do makeup? And I was like, well, you know, I do my own. And then I began to think about it. The more people would ask me, you know, about makeup questions, ask me to do their makeup, and I was like, well, maybe we got something here. And so I decided to go ahead and get serious about being a freelance makeup artist. I'm using the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect mixed in with some Danessa Myricks. This is not, you know, drugstore, but Danessa Myricks illuminating veil powder, and this is in number 3. So that's pretty much how I got my start, you know, with makeup, is trying to cover up the scarring and things that I had left from my pregnancy. From there, I, you know, developed a love for makeup. That's how it all began. I absolutely love it. And the brush that I'm using to apply this is the M504 brush. I love it. It's a natural hair brush. And it's a smaller brush, and I just like that it can kind of get a little bit closer in detail to certain spaces, especially under the eye where we tend to crease. Okay, so let me get to a next question. Let's see. Take a look at my list. It says, where were you born? This is so weird. I'm like, I can't answer the question. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. One of the very few people that's still here, that was born here. A lot of people are moving to Nashville, and a lot of people have moved from Nashville. I think more people moving to Nashville. I mean, like, it's the new Nashville around here. But so yeah, born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. I now live outside of Nashville. For contour, I haven't really done a lot of cream contouring lately. I just don't feel a need for it unless I'm, you know, going for like a sculpt look, which means like I'm changing, I physically want to kind of change and sculpt the face to look a different way. For instance, with not my nose, but with somebody's nose, if they have a bump or they feel it's too wide, they want to thin it out, then I would go in with that cream to create that shadow to shape and form and sculpt a different look, and then set that with powder. But because I'm happy with the way things are, I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to simply go in with some powder. This is another product that I have added to my kit recently. I absolutely love these powders. If you guys want, I can do a video talking about my powders. But these two right here are from Iman, and I don't think Iman is sold in the drugstores anymore. You can get it online, but I wouldn't consider it a high-end, but it is a little bit more expensive than some of your drugstore products. But I got these on a Black Friday sale, by the way. But these are Iman powders, and these are the luxury press powders, and I absolutely love these powders. Like I don't know where I've been, but definitely changed the game for me. I'm going to use the e.l.f. angle brush. So I'm going with the first shade, which is Earth Dark, and I'm going to put that all over the perimeter, but I'm going to use this to contour. Next question. How old are you? Why this is a question, I don't know, but I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm actually 30. How old am I? I'm 34. Yeah, I think I'm 30. I'm 34. I'm 34 years old. Yeah, it's a new year, so I'm 34. I don't feel like I'm 34, but I'm 34. Y'all, let me tell you, so I had last year a lot of prom girls, more than I had in any time. And one particular prom girl, really sweet girl, she came in, get her makeup done. And we're just talking, and I'm easing her into the process of getting her makeup done because she's not a makeup girl. You know, some girls are wearing makeup in high school and others aren't. And so I'm talking to her, and she's like, okay, well, yes, ma'am. And she's like, ma'am. And okay, you know, like the ma'am was throwing me so far out to like, girl, why are you calling me ma'am? And I had to remember, like, I could technically be this girl's mom, so you know, she just giving respect, and I had to like be like, oh, okay. But for a minute it threw me off. I was like, ma'am. I mean, because you know, I'm used to only my children saying yes ma'am, or you know, whatever to me, not, you know, somebody else. All right, so I brought you in a little bit closer so we can get to this eye look. First thing I'm going to do is apply some concealer to my lid. I don't really use like a base or anything like that, an eyeshadow base. Just kind of use concealer. Sometimes I'll go in with a gel liner. Just really depends on the look. Right now I'm just using a Fawn from LA Girl, and I'm gonna blend that out. So as you can see, I'm pretty much just patting this on the lid, not going too deep into the crease because I did put that powder in the crease. So I'm not going to cover that up. I'm just going to put this right on the lid. So now that I'm back to YouTube, you guys let me know what it is you would like to see from me. I know today I said I was going to jump on the soft glam wagon, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I may add a pop of color in there just to make it different, because we all know with soft glam is just really neutral matte. But I think I can do a colorful matte and still be considered soft, maybe. I don't know. That's just where I'm kind of going right now with it, but we'll see how that all turns out. I thought about using the Jackie Aina palette, but I think I'm going to use this one because it has a lot of neutral colors in it. And this is the Morph 39A, I believe is what it's called, Dare to Create palette. So you can see all the pretty colors. I just love it. I can probably stay within like these shades right here. And use some of those, but I'm really, if I'm honest y'all, I really want to use like this shade right here. You know what, let's do it. Whatever, who says we have to do soft glam? We can still do soft glam with some color. Let's go for it. We're gonna do it. So the first shade I'm going to take is that plum, that deep rich plum shade that I just showed you, and I'm going to take that with a M433 brush from Morph, and I'm going to pack that in to my crease, outer V and the crease area. When inspiration hits, I just like to go for it, okay? I'm definitely only going to use matte colors though. So I'm gonna kind of, if you want to, you can look ahead and then kind of pat it to know about where you need to be, but I kind of knew. And again, I'm just gonna keep it right here in the outer V area. And when it comes to your matte shades, you always want to just kind of pat it. Pat it there. Making sure not to go above that crease. Take it lightly. Bring it in. I'm not going to carry this all the way into the inner corner. I'm just going to kind of stay right in here, not past the pupil mark, because again, I want to keep this as soft as possible, although we are using color. Next, we're going to go into that same brush that we had before, and I'm just going to blend out this color, just so it's not such a harsh transition. And I'm taking a light hand. Okay, so another question that I see in here is, what is your favorite color? And my favorite color is obviously purple. My backdrop, which I'm not using it today, but I have a backdrop, it is purple. My phone case is purple. I'm using a purple family color right now on my lid, so I absolutely love purple. It is my favorite color. I've never steered away from purple. So yeah, my nails are kind of a shade of purple, so yeah, I'm obsessed with purple. I just love the color. So I think I'm going to keep this eye really simple, and I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna go in with another shade on the lid, and I'm going to use, I'm looking in the monitor to see it. Let's just keep it really light. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna want this one. Okay, so I have another question, and this question is asking more of a personal question, just asking about my family. I am an only child. I did grow up in a two-parent household, mother and father. My father did pass away when I was 19 years old of a heart disease, which was, you know, very unexpected. Like, just one minute you're here, one minute you're not. That's one of those events that really changed my perspective on life tremendously. I am married to a wonderful man, and we have two beautiful kids. I have a boy and a girl. And I think I'm gonna go all the way in with this shade. And and I'm just patting this on. My son is 7 years old, and I named him after my dad, of course. He's named after both our dads, actually. My son's name is Philip. He's 7 years old, and then I have a daughter who is sassy, sassy woman, but she's 3. She'll be 4 really soon, but she's 3 right now. Her name is Faith. And I'm just blending this out again, you guys, kind of going back and forth. I did decide to bring it in a little bit more, but not too much. I'm going to go back in with that canvas color as well once I get done with this portion. I don't want any more kids. I don't want any more kids. I get that question a lot. Here is our eye. I think I'm going to do a little bit more blending to bring that plum shade into the inner lid a little bit more. Maybe just kind of at the bottom. And you guys, when it comes to like your really soft glam looks, it's all in what you make it. Again, that's why I really kind of wanted to go against the grain and use a color, a matte color. I get it that people will say, well, this is more of a neutral glam, which is true, but all neutrals are soft, so I would still consider it a soft glam. A lot of my clientele and some other people that, you know, message me are always looking for like the fast way, like the quickest way I can get my makeup done and on and off. So I'll be definitely bringing you some tips on that. I may even host a class later maybe in the spring, surrounding that. So if that's something you would be interested in, let me know. So I think I'm going to leave it right there. I may go in with the wing. I'm not decided on that yet. But I'm going to do the other eye off camera. Then I'll come back. I'll probably do my lashes too. For lashes, I'll show you guys what lashes I'm going to use. I'm going to use these Bronze Beauty lashes by Allure. The Vegas Nay lashes. This is the package it came in. So I'm going to use those lashes. Those are some of my favorite lashes. Alright, so lashes are on. I decided not to go with a liner. I may add it anyway a little bit later, but for right now I'm going to go without the liner. So now I'm going to just smoke out my lower lash line. I'm just going to mimic the colors that I used. And I'm just connecting from here. So whatever's here, I'm just going to connect it and bring it down. And I think I'm going to do about the same as I did on my lid and stop, not carry it all the way over. I think I'm going to stop. I think that's okay. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush, which I'm probably going to use this one, the 506 by More. And I'm going to kind of smoke it out a little bit. And then I'll go in with that tan color, possibly underneath. So I'm just kind of going underneath and just kind of blending it out so it's not so harsh. Nothing is on this brush. So now I'm going to go back in and find that shade that I used from Iman, the pressed powder, and I'm going to go lightly underneath my eyes with that shade. Alright, so now that that is done, trying to decide, do I want to put like a pop of color in there? What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna leave it as it is and wait till I put my lip on, and then I'll decide. For my waterline, I think I'm going to line it with a brown shade. Typically I would probably use like a nude or something like that, but I want to try something different. I'm going with a brown. I definitely didn't want to do black because I think black would be too harsh for this look. Oh, so I know I did not tell you guys about my Valentine's Day gift. I do already have it. My husband left it this morning. He gets up earlier than I do for work. And so he left me a nice Valentine, you guys. So as I mentioned before, my dad passed when I was 19 years old. Just so happens my husband met a guy at work that knows my dad. Like, he was really good friends with my father. And so he was telling me, you know, my husband was saying how he met this guy, and I was like, oh man, that's cool, that's really nice, you know. I'm always looking to learn more about, you know, him and in any way. And so anyway, outside of all that, so I already shedded my tears, don't cry. Okay, so this morning I wake up just as I normally do, go to the bathroom, brush teeth, all that type of thing, and my phone went off and it was Happy Valentine's Day from him, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, expected it, thank you. And when I come back to the bed, on my nightstand there is a red bag. So in the red bag, I'm like, oh, that's nice, you know. There's obviously a red card that has, I'm trying to figure out what color I'm using, y'all. I've got like, this thing is like completely full of nude lipsticks and pencils, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this look. But anyway, back to the story. So I look in the bag, there's a red envelope, which obviously is a card, and there's this black what to me appeared to be like either like a black box of chocolates or an eyeshadow palette. I promise y'all, when I touched it, because the card was sitting on top of it, when I touched it to pull it out, I was like, oh my god, he got me an eyeshadow palette, right? And then I'm thinking, no, my husband would not buy me an eyeshadow palette. So I'm thinking, okay, what is this? And so I removed the red envelope off of the front of the black thing that I'm looking at, right? And it looks like a palette, like a black, you know, flat black palette. And so I take the envelope off and I look, and it's a picture frame and it says Dad at the bottom, and I'm thinking, Dad, did he give me the right, like, what is, and then I look closer at the photo because I'm obviously thinking the photo inside is just, you know, one that comes with the picture when you buy it, right? I mean, with the picture frame when you buy it, right? So I'm not paying attention to that. I initially look down and just see Dad. I'm like, maybe this was the kids supposed to be giving him. I was completely confused. And so I look at the picture, and y'all, it is a picture of my dad. And it was like, I had never seen it before. Obviously, the guy that he met at work gave him the picture, right? And it was just so, like, I just started crying, like boo-hoo crying once I realized it was my dad. And it was a picture of him, obviously in college days, because he had on some fraternity paraphernalia. And just to see him in that light and to kind of experience, even through a picture, what life was like for him during those years and that time, it just took me by completely surprise, like complete surprise. I was a mess afterwards. I called him and I was crying and telling him thank you, and that was just like one of the most thoughtful gifts I have ever received on Valentine's Day from him. So kudos to you, babe. Love you. All right, y'all, I think I finally picked out my lip color. I'm going to use one of my favorites, which is Maison, and it's a lip pencil from NYX. So I'm going to line my lips with that, and then I'm going to go in. I thought about doing brown, but I don't think I want to do like a brown look with this. I want to kind of play up the playful and softness of it and do like a peach or a pink color. So with that being said, I'm going to use this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Stick, and this is in Sandstorm. I've been really working on trying to overdraw my lips because y'all can see my lips are small. They're like really little. Don't get me wrong, I don't not like them, but I want them to look a little more plump, a little more juiced, you know? So share with me your best Valentine. I shared with you mine, which happens to be the one from this year. Your best Valentine or your dream Valentine's Day. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a gloss on top, and I think the gloss I'm going to use, this one is from ColourPop. Let's see, Tight Fit is what it's called. And I'm just putting it right in the middle because I don't want too much gloss. Let's put on some mascara. I thought about going in with the highlight on the inner tear ducts, but I think I'm going to cancel that and just leave it as it is. I think it looks okay the way it looks right now, so we're just gonna leave it there. I hope you all enjoyed the video, you know, of me coming back to YouTube, sharing a little bit with you about me. If you like the video, comment, let me know, subscribe to the channel and like the video. And yeah, this is our look. Once again, we were going for a soft glam, but this is kind of where we ended up. I would still honestly consider this a soft glam look. It's just a little bit of color in there. I didn't want to stick with the brown. I wanted to add, of course, my favorite color, purple. So thanks again for watching. Until next video, bye.